possible to work with. The race will be starting in roughly, well, it's planned for roughly 3 minutes, so don't fret, get yourself that drink you still want to get, take that bio break you still need to take, do whatever you need to do so you can watch this race in peace and quiet. Or rather not, we're just gonna kick it off right now, sure. Very antsy to get started. And right from the get-go, I can tell that Ariel is using the PlayStation version, and Bluslider is using the... Ariel is using the PC version, and Bluslider is using the PlayStation version. For this tournament, the PlayStation 2 version of the game, of the Legacy Collection, is not allowed due to an amount of glitches and bugs that can be abused. And the GameCube version is also not allowed because of the immense loading times. By default, most people go for the PC version because it has, as you can tell, almost no loading times. Bluslider using the PlayStation version, well, it has load times, as you can tell. PC version just skips through the areas and it's a very smooth transition. PlayStation not so much. Both players going for the tutorial section, really. Not much can go wrong here, not for these players. Ariel coming up to the first boss. And I use the word boss very widely. This is an intimidating boss to look at, not so much when you see how little his health is. Ariel just finishing it up, just getting a bit of target practice, finger practice, warming up his hands, whatever you want to call it. Yep. And with that, we are off to our Maverick introduction screen. And I am curious to see what routes they will be taking. Will they be going for the Jet Stingray route, or will they be going for Magma Dragoon? While we wait for the Mavericks to be introduced, how are you all doing today, chat? How has your weekend been up to this point? And what are your predictions for this match? A little bit of a translation error there. The regular hunters should be the Maverick hunters. And we see an immediate diversion between the players, Jet Stingray and Magma Dragoon. Which is going to be so much fun to commentate on. Well, Famous, I would argue that a reason for taking the PlayStation version would be because someone owns the PlayStation version, or the ROM at least, and not the PC version. Other than that, there is not really any reason to take the PlayStation version over the PC version. Well, maybe we can ask the players once they're done. Oh, Ariel getting the wall jump. That is such a tight jump, and he gets it first try. Well, it's not that tight of a jump, but still impressive to get it on the first try. Both players in their second stages right now, or the second part of the stages. And Ariel meeting up with the Capcom staple character. Yes, he's Dragoon, but don't let the name fool you. He is actually Ryu Hayabusa in disguise, or Akuma, whatever. Showing Hadoukens and Shoryukens like it's going out of style. Bluslider, going to go for the Jet Stingray boss right now. Let's see how the RNG favors him today. And so far he is getting good RNG. And he is getting very favorable RNG. That is by all accounts the dream for a speedrunner, to get that RNG, and he does not get the first kill. Gets it second try though. And Ariel going for the Cyber Peacock stage, which MMX4 players will know. Peacock is a speedrunner's reward. Like, Peacock will reward the fast, he will not reward the slow. And since this is a tournament 100%, we will want to go fast. We want those rewards. We want that free loot that this Maverick is giving us. Ariel is just breezing through the levels right now. A nice damage boost through the double eyes over there. No problem. No problem at all. Let me quickly look up what Ariel's PB is right now on the leaderboards. Oh, I'm a bit of a stupid person. Ariel is currently the world record holder for this game. Yes, I am embarrassed for not realizing that sooner, especially since I've actually commented on a race of his before. Dishonor on my cow, dishonor on my family. But yes, Ariel is the current world record holder of this game. Bluslider does not have a PB on the leaderboards. That's interesting. I have sworn he had a PB somewhere. No, Ranga, that's just a translation error. Mega Man in Japan actually means 0 in the US. This is ArielRx. Don't let the name fool you. Bluslider going for a safety strat, what I can assume only. But that is not the way you want to fight a Dragoon right now. He is going to be losing a lot of time for this. And he finally gets Dragoon, but that is a significant time loss he got there. So chat, here's a question. Which one of these two players is going to have a first death in this game? Because I'm using my right as a caster to invoke the caster curse. A character or a player is going to die here, and it's going to be a stupid death. Which one is it? I've seen Ariel die in his match against Chi on Split Mushroom, which is by all accounts the most unexpected death a player can have here. Oh yes. Who's this Rockman? He sounds like a scrub. Ooh! That was incredibly clutch. Little bit of a swag burst attack there. That was it was calculated. Let's go with that. A calculated boss fight from Ariel. And a nice damage boost for Bluslider, who will be making his way to Cyber Peacock. Ariel having to get the life tank for the 100%. No problem. I do not expect there will be any revisit. Pardon, any revisit. English is hard. Leave me alone. Any revisits for this game, not unless something goes horribly wrong for the players. A simultaneous first death. That's always something. That's always a fun thing to see. Not so much fun for the players, but fun as hell for the chat and for the commentators as well. So Famous, what you're saying is rock falls, everyone dies. And Ariel gets the skip. Well, mini skip, I guess. I have no idea who those people are, but they all sound like scrubs. Well, Zero is Zero. He is unique in the way that he is not a Reploid. Just like X is not a Reploid, Zero isn't one either. Famous, no. Get out. We are not doing the meme. Not on my watch. Maybe I should be talking about the tournament, but honestly there is not much to talk about at this point yet. Ariel has a pretty sizable lead at this point. Not in the slightest because of the load times that Bluslider has to deal with. But of course that can still change, especially for this stage. Should Ariel make a mishap and die, knock on wood. But this is a pretty terrible stage to die in. Nobody loves dying on an auto-scroller. I had to say it. I'm not sure if I can handle this responsibility. What am I casting for right now? You either die a user in chat, or you live long enough to see yourself become a caster and invoke that caster curse. Another swag strike from Bluslider as well. Ariel finishing up Stingray in the transition screens there, because nobody likes Stingray. Delka, yes it is. It is very possible to earn this power if you join our Discord. Yes it is, because we are currently looking for commentators for this tournament. Because currently we have 2.5 commentators, which is not exactly ideal when we have a lot of matches scheduled up. So I'm not sure what the Discord command is here, but let me just link the Discord channel. Assuming it works. Yes, 2.5, because we had one additional commentator who never commentated ever again. And the other commentators currently are Chi and myself. And yes, that is the Discord server that the bot just hosted or linked, but that is not the X4 server. Bluslider just barely missing the skip there. For some reason I cannot link the Discord channel myself here, which is very annoying. But I'm sure if you go to the Speed Gaming channel and ask for it, that you will be given a link here. Bluslider not having any issues with Split Mushroom. I mean, whoever does. I mean, really, it's Split Mushroom. Ariel going to the train station. He's not getting off this train. I have a feeling Ariel's also kind of railroading us, but you know. Or I could say he's right on track with his game. Famous, yes, it does make you qualified. If you can hold a controller, if you can play this game, you are qualified to play. Destroyer, right now, I do believe Ariel is ahead. But the thing is, they both use a different route. So I cannot safely say who's ahead, but I'm basing this on Ariel's overall speed, even with the death that he suffered. And just the fact that he is playing the PC version, which means he has almost 0 loading times. Ham Square, do you mean the next stop? I mean, it is a train, so it will have a stop. And Bluslider, let's see if he can get... or... No, wait, I'm wrong, that's not this part. Or is it? Yes. Does he get it? He gets it! As a non-speed gamer, that little skip it just terrifies me. I know it's not the most difficult one to do, but it's a scary thing to watch. Yes, Nanoa, there is a PC version of this game. And here comes the Ticketmaster to see if Zero purchased the tickets. But at the end, it was the Ticketmaster who had no tickets. Zero just acting out his very best Indiana Jones performance there. And that is Bluslider just ravaging Storm Owl without any sort of issue. Well, Famous, you're free to join the Discord and join as a commentator. I mean, experience is not mandatory for this. All we ask is that you know a little bit about the game, which is pretty much the bare minimum that I scrape by. And, well, you just like talking about the game. You have a passion for it. If you have that, then you are more than welcome to join and help us out. Bluslider joining the stage of the Maverick with the dumbest name in history. Yes, I have a firm disliking for the name Web Spider, which is the same as calling some Maverick a water fish. Are you talking about Bills or Buffalo? Poor Blizzard Buffalo. The PS3, the PlayStation port didn't even respect his name. I am being very discriminatory against non-web spiders. You're not a real spider if you don't have a web. And Ariel making his way to Frost Wars, not being slowed down, killing only the... Oh god, no, 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 no. Oh god, that was... I'm sorry if that noise came through. That was an unexpected call on Discord. Well, let the spiders hate me. As long as they hate me all the way from Australia. And Ariel not wasting time on Frost Walrus. Nobody has time for him. Let's see if Bluslider can get the quick kill on Web Spider here. And he is not getting it. That's a shame. Alright then, chat, let me ask you something. What is the, in your opinion, the dumbest Robot Master in Mega Man history? And why? Is it design? Is it the name? Is it the weapon? Come on, chat, share your Mega Man lore with me here. And Bluslider, just like Ariel, is right on track with his Robot Master. Ariel, please. You're the world record holder, man. What are you doing? I'm just gonna say this is all calculated. I'm sure he has a hidden agenda. A little bit of lag on my end for Bluslider right now. Gotta save all the frames, man. Come on. Famous, please. And I do believe this is the second last boss for Ariel. I think he has Storm Owl left. Ariel, what are you doing right now? Oh. Bluslider entering the Slash Beast battle soon. Let's see, Ariel got the quick kill on the Web Spider last time against his match with Chai. That is... No, he did not get it. That's a shame. But he is still going to do this very fast. There we go, no issues. Rock hard, man. I think you're in the wrong. You're on the wrong website today, sir. So honestly, with Rule 34, I'm pretty sure such a thing does exist. I strongly urge you not to Google it. Ariel going for the last stage, Stormall. Not exactly the longest of stages, fortunately. And Bluslider is... What kind of RNG is he getting? Not the worst kind of RNG. And finishing up Slash Beast. Sir, you have no ticket, get off my train. Also giving his best Indiana Jones appearance right now. Meanwhile, Ariel is giving his best Rambo impersonation. And I have to remind myself this is a family-friendly chat and not make jokes in poor taste, which I should not do. So I will not. Bluslider up to Frost Walrus. A bit of a longer, match. Level. I'm so sorry I'm being distracted in my own living room right now. And Ariel is going to abuse a delicious fact about Stormowl. Stormowl is I think the only Maverick boss that does not have iframes. Which means he takes all the damage. And it's the rare situation where Zero's third slash comes into play because it'll hit him for every frame. And there he goes. Did I just create a Twitch monster or something? Also, you would think that Wily would have created something called a Spike Man or something. Just a robot made out of spikes. If Mega Man touches him, he dies. And yes, Ariel is firmly in the lead. Going for the first Sigma stage right now. Spoiler, Sigma is the bad guy. While Bluslider is going to finish up Frost Walrus right now. And keep in mind, Ariel has suffered 2 deaths. Granted, one of them was at the start of a stage, but still. And he is still very far ahead right now.
Show me what you've got.
That's voice acting. And that's it for the Colonel. God bless ye and your fried chicken. And Iris is gone from the Maverick HQ. Probably just shopping or something. Like, I'm sure she just, you know, wanted to buy something and surprise her brother. Like, she saw this sparkling cannon and she's like, my brother's a soldier, he can use this. And she walks up to Zero like, have you seen my brother? Ooh. And what's her line today?
Forgive me, Zero.
What do you say, chat? Are we gonna forgive her? I mean, sure we are. Iris is a robot who feels love, and also she was the second half of her brother or something. All makes sense, and it's still a better love story than Twilight. Now, is Ariel gonna troll us? Nope. No meme for us today. Ariel taking a lot of damage there. And now we're going to see one of the most RNG heavy bosses in this game. Essentially a run killer boss. Is the General going to play nice? While Bluslider is finishing up the Colonel, because the Colonel was not prepared to give him his Kentucky Fried Chicken. Which is reason enough to execute him.
My fate is sealed. I have no choice.
Nope. General's being a jerk. That's not the worst thing that can happen. And goodbye, General. Takes even less hits than the first tutorial boss. Leader of Repliforce. And Zero introduces himself to Iris again, or meets up with Iris again. I'm sure he's very, you know, remorseful about killing her brother in cold blood. But I'm sure she'll forgive him. Or not. Yeah, can we talk about the fact that Iris just tanks all of Zero's hit and the General just goes down like the Titanic? Like, look at that. Iris is just tanking it like a champion. Ooh, and Bluslider has to be careful, because that beam will hurt him. Hey Lemon, to be fair, Zero's not a Reploid. You don't know if he has oil. Famous. I think I heard it once that the purple thing is like part of her core or something, like her energy. But I'm not sure if that's true or not. It was a long time ago. And here we go, Web Spider, the one true spider. Because real spiders use webs. Looking at you, Australian spiders, you're a disappointment to the world. Elmer, please. You just took that like 5 levels too far, dude. Ooh. Ooh, Bluslider getting trolled by the general. Grendel, have you ever seen a kangaroo? They will mess you up, dude. And Ariel doing the refights. Very easy. And Cyber Peacock with the best surprise look animation. Like, I have no idea what they were thinking when they designed that face, but it's glorious. Exactly, now would be a good time for donations. Hey, you can still donate to me. You know, if I had a PayPal, I'm sure I could spam it right now. But what you could do is subscribe to the Speed Gaming channels, like all 5 of them right now, and make sure Mythical and Fiesel get all their delicious taco money. I mean, they put in a lot of work for the Speed Gaming channels. I think they deserve a follow, maybe even a subscription. Thank you, Grendel Mayo, for the 25 bits. And Ariel being very fed up with Stingray's shenanigans. He just says no. No. Phantom Max, thank you for the 95 bits. It is very appreciated. Cosmic, it's not leaking Speed Gaming 5. That channel exists. It was made 2 weeks ago. And I will leak something else. Speed Gaming 6 and 7 will be coming out in a not too distant future. I don't know the exact time, but considering all the tournaments, it is very well in the making. And yes, we have at least 4 randomizer channels too. And yeah, the link to the past randomizer, I think there are 4 of those as well, yes. So yes, once again, people, follow those channels if you're a fan of Link to the Past or randomizer channels. We have so many tournaments going on right now. It's too many for me to even remember all of them. But give them a follow. Follow the schedule, Google it, or whatever. Delka, you have no idea how many Key Sanity games there are. We have the Link to the Past randomizer tournament coming up soon. We have the Key Sanity tournament going on. We will be having... was that not today that I'm thinking of? No, that's not Speed Gaming. We have the Super Metroid randomizer. No, wait. What's it? It's not a randomizer tournament. We have a Super Metroid thing going on. Speed Demon, there is a Super Metroid thing going on right now, tournament, but it is... I'm not really sure what to call it. You'd have to join the Speed Game, the Super Metroid Discord for it. I almost forgot the Super Mario Brothers randomizer. That one too. And maybe I should focus on the actual game, because that is why I'm here right now. And of course, the moment I focus on the game, I'm thinking now would be a good time for donations. Super Mario Odyssey is up. Yep, that one too. Let's see if that is the... There we go. This speed gaming schedule. Boom. And now we come to the shocking revelation of Zero's past. And yes, indeed, that was a beautiful kill. And Zero is going to handle Sigma like a boss. Oh no, I talked through that delicious bit of dialogue. Let me make it up for you. Tremble with terror, you are finished! Nailed it. And Sigma 1 not having that much RNG to him, just, you know, flame strikes, that's pretty much it. Zero or Sigma 2, that's gonna be an interesting one. And that is the all area swipe and hitting the wall as intended. Ariel not even taking the time to dodge. Why should he? He's Zero, fool. People step aside for him, he doesn't sidestep. Bluslider finishing up, I think that's the last of the Mavericks for his thing. And Ariel coming up with the last bit of RNG here. Will Sigma troll him? First is a Sigma head. And that is the good pattern. Ooh, Ariel has to be careful here. And this Sigma will give 2 different attack patterns. This is the good one. That's gonna be a 1 cycle. Or it should be a 1 cycle. There we go. Ooh, Ariel here. And that is it for Sigma. And time will be once Zero encounters the General. And that is time for Ariel at 42. I believe it was 54, but either way, solid time. Despite 2 very early deaths that he didn't need. Gonna see if I can yank him into... See if I can yank him into the Discord.
Are you ready for your final journey?
Bluslider going for Sigma 1. Not much to talk about that. Cosmic, the tournament started last week, so we're still at the very early stages. There have been 2 dropouts so far though from the tournament, so I'm not really sure what the current how we're currently going, but I'm sure one of the people working on the tournament will let me know soon enough. And Sigma 2. No issue for Bluslider.
Prepare to become space dust.
And that is not the pattern you want on Sigma. And the Sigma heads, they go down so easily when you use the rising drop. I don't think Bluslider will get this in a one cycle. Nope, he... Oh! Barely gets it. Nice. Missed a few strikes there, but Sigma was kind enough to stay and take the damage. He figures if Iris can tank it, so can I. And finishing up Sigma 3. And this should be a 46-18-ish for Bluslider. (46-16). It's roughly 3 minutes and 21 seconds after after Ariel. GG to both players, which means Ariel has won both his matches. Bluslider has, let me quickly check this. Bluslider has lost both his matches, which means Ariel will be progressing through the knockout stages later on. And Chi will probably be, let's see, yes, Chi will also be passing.
So, this is what happened to me.
Let me
This
see.
is my fate. I couldn't save anyone after all.
And here we have Ariel.
Hello?
Welcome.
Hey, what up?
You won Bluslider, just finished this match with a 46-16. Congrats on your victory. That's your second one in the group stage.
Yeah, thank you.
Not the most flawless game I've seen you do so far.
Yeah. Yeah, like on my second death or something like that, I had an incoming call. And so, yeah, that kind of threw me off. Like, I was trying to focus, but it was really hard, so...
Yes,
Yeah.
and I apologize for your first death because I invoked the caster curse by saying you...
You cursed me, yeah. I saw the chat that they were saying, like, yeah, you cursed him. Commentary cursed. Well, that's okay. I didn't want to die on any place, like, I was, like, trying to not die on this one, but, well, shit happens, I guess.
So far you've had very unfortunate deaths. You had one against Chi as well on Split Mushroom, if I recall.
Yeah, I like kind of got a bit of, I had like confident enough, like I took so much damage before entering the fight, but I didn't expect to beat the fight, so that cost me.
Oh well,
But,
it can happen.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts so far? Like, oh, hang on, getting a message. No, Bluslider is not joining us. He is too shy for this, but he sends his love to the chat.
Yeah, that's fine.
But yeah, what are your thoughts on your game so far?
On my game, well, I haven't been playing the game at all. I'm like kind of focused in college and stuff, so I haven't been able to like keep playing like every day and try to like get out of the fucking rust. But yeah, I think I'll need to eventually, because as I advance in the tournament, I'll need to face better opponents at first.
So can we be expecting any world records from you anytime soon, or
Maybe, yeah, it's gonna be hard.
Oh well, you heard it here, folks. Maybe. No, Rara, you did not.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard for that to happen because on my PB has like 2 Spire quick kills, and that's pretty hard to go to race against. But yeah, at some point I'll just get as good as I was before and get eventually 40s and 41s. They'll be like world record pace and stuff, I guess.
Well, here's the hoping. I'm looking forward to seeing you play a game where you do not have a death.
Yeah, I was expecting that day would have been today, but well, yeah.
It was not this day. This day, you failed.
Yeah, I felt. God damn.
Right. Regardless, though, your execution on the bosses was very good. I think. Aside of those unfortunate deaths, you made up a time with. I think the Colonel gave you a reasonable good pattern too.
Yeah, he only like
I think he only
once. Yeah.
Yeah.
I only loses like 15 seconds or so.
All right. Do you have any chats for the people watching or people who may want to join the crew, or just people who want to play this game? Any tips from the world champion?
Well, any tips? This game is pretty easy to pick, as it goes for 100% run, but it might be a little bit difficult as it goes for SDC and stuff. But all of that just comes by practice. Isn't really any like that hard to get into the game, as I said earlier. But if you wanna master it, yeah, like when I get really get good, it's gonna take you some time. And as for help, I'm always open to help anybody who's interested in this game. So if you like really want to start playing this game and stuff like that, you can always count on me. I always open to help people. Like whatever it is, I'm always open to it. So yeah, just that.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us again, GG.
Right.
Obviously, we don't know who your next opponent will be yet. We have to wait the results of the next brackets.
Yeah.
Is there anyone in particular you're hoping to race?
Anyone in particular? Being honest here, I think it, like I don't know what happened to Luis Miguel. You know Luis Miguel. I thought that he got really good. Like he has 3rd place right now, but I think he got like 2 losses already on his group. I think like forfeit or something. I was expecting to race him, and I was expecting to race GTT Seeds, of course. Yeah, pretty much. It's gonna be a hard one against GTT. Other than that, I think it's pretty much done, honestly.
All right then. Well, let's just hope you'll be getting against any of the players that are still available against. And if not, well, you'll be playing against people who beat them. So either way, you're gonna get a good opponent.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Thank you for joining by.
All right.
And
bye-bye.
for the goodbye. And for the
Yeah.
for the rest of the chat, feel free to give these runners a follow. They definitely deserve it. Feel free to give Speed Gaming channels a follow. Make sure Fiesel and Mythical get their taco money. If not, they'll come collect it to your house. I can confirm that they do. And just check out the Speed Gaming channel, see if there's any sort of tournament going on that you want to be watching. But for right now, this is Volt signing off from the Mega Man tournament. I hope you all enjoyed it. And I hope to see you again the next race. I have to quickly cheat here, see when the next race is. Let's see here. Ooh, I can't tell if there's one scheduled. We had Ariel versus Bluslider. In 2 hours from now, we have Chalkman versus HKA Napa. Or no, wait, he dropped out. Let's see here. No, I take that back. He did not drop out. So I'm assuming that'll be the next match at 5 p.m. EST time. So roughly an hour from now. No, wait, not an hour from now. Let's see here. We have 1900 hours. EST, we have 1700 hours EST. We have several matches scheduled for today, actually, now that I look at it. We have Chalkman versus HKS Napa, we have Taracho versus Shadow Zero, NRG Zam versus Datazumi, and NRG Zam again versus HKS Napa. So I don't know if they're all going to be streamed or not. Let me actually check the Speed Gaming channel here to see if they're being hosted. Good God, that's a lot of stuff that they're playing right now. Mega Man X4. No, it does not seem we'll be having those hosted. That is a shame. Maybe on the other channels, but I cannot be sure. Nope, it seems that is pretty much it. So yeah, this was the last match for today. Sadly, I cannot give you any uptime on the next tournaments or on the next matches. Sadly, again, dishonor on my cow, dishonor on all that jazz. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope to see you again during the next matches, whenever they may be. Feel free to give a follow. Feel free to give anyone a follow, really. Just whatever floats your boat, whatever saves your weekend. Anyway, I'm signing off. I'm rambling. Thank you all for watching and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Take care.